Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First on General Talk. Today is Monday, July 15, 2024. And we are coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. If you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist to be civil. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind. So grab your popcorn, your choice of drink, be my guest. We got a great show coming up for all of us here tonight. A brand new week, a brand new edition. Topics we are covering for you tonight. Our hot topics for the night. Joseph Yuma Boakai Yellow Machines Stores. Who originated the much talked about yellow machines? Is this person a Liberian or foreigner? Will a Liberian have vested interest in Liberia's development as stated by Joseph Yuma Boakai Letter to the Legislature, or a foreigner? Will this person ever benefit from the JNB Gentleman Agreement, or once the machines are in Liberia, to hell with the agreement? Why is the Boakai government so tight-lipped on who this person is? GHT Digging Deeper Department goes in depth to unmask a great man behind this yellow machines deal. And that is not the South African Gumede or American Canadian Robert Friedland. No, it is none of these folks. Let's dig deeper as we unveil this person. Who is this guy? Who is this person? This gentleman agreement. With Joseph Yuma Boakai, who is this person? Also, coming up, Joseph Yuma Boakai Yellow Machines Letter. What's in the JNB'S Letter to the Legislature? Was the letter enough to discharge the witnesses? How honest was the letter? Was the process transparent and respectful? Let's dig deeper. Also, coming up, who's blackmailing who? Who's blackmailing who? Representative Tao Wangbe's short post on Facebook, in quotation marks. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa, we are watching your leadership. Be warned. And of course, drew sharp criticisms from social media bloggers and accused him, Tao Wangbe, of blackmailing the Speaker for USD 300,000 United States dollars, a whopping 300,000 United States dollars. What's in Wangbe's short post that suggests he wanted money from the Speaker? If he wanted $300,000 from the Speaker, what does he know about or have on Speaker J. Funati Kofa? What does he know about or have on J. Funati Kofa? Also, Representative Wangbe penned a letter to the Speaker which got a response from Speaker Kofa. What's in the two letters? Who's blackmailing who? Let's dig deeper. Compromised in War Economic Crime Court Office creation and the Yellow Machine saga. How compromised is Speaker J. Funati Kofa? Is he in bed with the Joseph Yuma Boakai and Dr. Arlen White? What do Speaker Kofa, Dr. Arlen White, and Minister Sylvester M. Grigsby have in common? What do they have in common? Same question. What do Tai Wangbe and Funati Kofa have in common? Why did he swear in the witnesses when they appeared before the House of Representatives? Why did Speaker Kofa discharge the witnesses from the witness stand without a motion from the floor of the House of Representatives? Did the Honorable Speaker J. Funati Kofa breach the laws and regulations that governs plenary by sending the Yellow Machines inquiries to committee room? Let's dig deeper. Tonight we celebrate a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about my brother there, my young brother, the husband of our co-host, Barbara Manjon Beamer, Peter Spencer Beamer of Monrovia. Happy birthday to you. Lorraine Dix Water, happy birthday to you, Lorraine. My nephew, Lawrence Weeks, happy birthday to you. My cousin, Gus Tony, and elementary, junior high school classmate, Annie Chenroman of London. Happy birthday to you, Annie Ma. And Viola Wallace. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. We got a great show coming up here, so invite someone, like the page, follow the page, be my guest, okay? I can see Jerome Gayman is already in studio. He's backstage, coming up momentarily. Again, if you just joined us here, we say welcome to you. We got a great show coming up for all of us here tonight. Don't go nowhere. Be my guest. What kind of baby?
What kind of child? What kind of baby? What kind of money? Yeah, you got your fresh man. You got your fresh man.
Oh,
you got fresh came.
so just a jacket to ask Boakai where you got the money from? I give it for.
Yes, you not got no right to ask what kind of baby? Huh?
But now president, anything do people sort of know they plane get the money from?
No,
What they may ask?
no.
Oh,
No.
What kind of child? What kind of baby? What kind of money? Yeah, you got your fresh man. You got your fresh man.
We just got information that the pregnancy test is here in my farm. We just got a data on the pregnancy report.
But Jela Kopa is pregnant for President Boakai. It's been alleged. But why are you?
We just got information that the pregnancy test is here in my farm. I will read the pregnancy.
But on the call, what am I gonna do with you, sir? What am I gonna do with you?
Man, we will discuss the issue.
No, what I gotta do with? Why are you demanding pregnancy
test?
What I gotta do with you, sir? Why are you demanding pregnancy test? What I gotta do with you?
My man, that's a normal thing. Now the speaker asked me to walk out.
But you accusing.
We just got a data on the pregnancy report.
But Koba is pregnant for President Boakai. It's been alleged. But why are you?
We just got information that the pregnancy test is here. In my file, I will read the pregnancy.
But what am I gonna do with you, sir? What am I gonna do?
My man, we will discuss the issue.
No, what I gotta do with? Why are you demanding pregnancy
test?
What I gotta do with you, sir? Why are you demanding pregnancy test? What I gotta do with you?
My man, that's a normal thing. Now the speaker asked me to walk up.
But you accusing the president of political advisor of being pregnant.
The speaker just spoke the correct English. Sign your escort the honorable. That's what our rule says. So the data report will get the pregnancy test report will get.
Whose pregnancy test? Who pregnancy test?
The roundabout. In terms of whether the president is officially gearing up to turn over the roundabout, the president is a president who is very interested in the bigger project, and that you won't see, for the most part, you won't see the president doing small dedication here, turning over. The president wants to be able to.
He dedicated this small boot.
You won't see the president doing small dedication here, turning over. The president wants to be able to.
He dedicated a small boot.
You won't see the president doing small dedication here, turning over. The president wants to be able to.
Demonstrate our word into action by maintaining that we will take only $5,000 of our monthly money, just as we are about to return to Maserati what we have received from government.
In a re-emphasized way.
In a re-emphasized way, 1,000 then Maserati gets nothing. Then Maserati gets nothing. Then Maserati gets nothing. Then Maserati gets nothing. To make it in a re-emphasized way, gets nothing. Gets nothing. Maserati gets nothing. Like to make it in a re-emphasized way, then Maserati gets nothing. Then Maserati gets nothing. Because the base in a re-emphasized way gets nothing. Maserati gets nothing. Maserati gets nothing. Maserati gets nothing.
And when I said that, you want that? Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong. And when I said that, you want that change? Boakai was not a change. Boakai was never the change. Those few people that believe that all the years, almost 171 years, they left this country, they wanted to come back because of where they were, there was no peanut butter. They think that they can get in Liberia and last they give for a change. There's no give for a change. Why they changing? To break the laws is why they changing? No. There will be a period that will check. But again, like I said to all citizens, and that's what you saw today, in the rain, go to have your program and be peaceful. Enjoy yourself. Be together, recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Regain the people confidence. And Liberians are there. You got some sound Liberians that believe that we were the right group. Yes, I'm not saying that everything was roses. No, but we fought for this country in the midst of a pandemic. Liberia shine among the great nation. So what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
You know, so
Liberia shine.
Respect to our citizens is wrong. It's wrong. You know, it's wrong. Respect the law. And I did not bring any jobs.
I'm a member of the rescue mission. We campaign on the matter of transparency and accountability. What it looks like is not transparency. Let's be very frank. Government cannot be based on friendship. There are policies, there are laws, and these laws individual for our country without following the proper steps. This house, this legislature is being overlooked, and we should look at it. There are three branches of government that should coordinate. This does not look like coordination. You cannot bring equipment into the country, for the country, and you say we're based on friendship. We should look at it. Honorable Speaker, you have been taken to ensure that this house, to ensure that everyone is dependent on one hand. This does not look like it. Please, this is not coordination. Distinguished colleagues, I'm a member of the rescue mission. We campaign on the matter of transparency and accountability. What it looks like is not transparency. Let's be very, very frank. Government cannot be based on friendship. There are policies, there are laws, and these laws should be followed to the letter. What we see, you cannot say, and let's be very frank, you cannot say there was discussion, you cannot have discussion with an individual for our country without following the proper steps. This house, this legislature is being overlooked, and we should look at it. There are three branches of government that should coordinate. This does not look like coordination. You cannot bring equipment into the country, for the country, and you say we're based on friendship. We should look at it. Honorable Speaker, you have been taken to ensure that this house, to ensure that everyone is dependent on one hand. This does not look like it. Please, this is not coordination. Distinguished colleagues, I'm a member of the rescue mission.
The rescue mission telling the honorable speaker, no, this doesn't look good. No, not at all. No, it doesn't look good. And then what the rescue father said.
And so I'm going to be able to do agriculture. We can't get to them. So when the machine comes, let the water tell me you can't raise the money to pay for it. And Liberian people will be the one who will decide. But we got to. And so I'm going to be able to do agriculture. We can't get to them. So when the machine comes, let the water tell me you can't raise the money to pay for it. And Liberian people will be the one who will decide. But we got to open this country for the people. And so I'm going to be able to do agriculture. We can't get to them. So when the machine comes, let the water tell me you can't raise the money to pay for it. And Liberian people will be the one who will decide. But we got to open this country.
They not be spending. That's also went to a blaha. They be smiling with your drop it. No job, no respect. Don't jack on yourself. Take time with your life. Don't spend on yourself.
You not get money, you not get friend.
You will see all your enemy. Bring your enemy closer to you. They will see you shine. Went to a bar. They not be spending. They went to a bar.
Where you at,
They not be spending. They went to a bar. Baby's money will drop it, drop it. If you get married, they will talk. When you single, they will talk about you. They try to be like you before you talk about my daily flow. Go and watch your daily flow. Your mona get your point. So jealousy. Look at jealousy. Okay, yo. Jealousy. So jealousy. Okay, yo. Jealousy. Look at jealousy. Okay, yo. Jealousy. So jealousy.
What you wear, Blaha?
They not be spending. They get what you wear, Blaha.
So my Weezer, Joseph and Edith Wally Kenna, welcome. Princess Dix, welcome to you. Catherine Doe, welcome. Agnes Glewlu, welcome as well. Newman Johnson, welcome. Bodio Sinner, welcome to you. Rachel Lawrence, good evening there, welcome. Joseph Richards, welcome. Use your phone. From Houston, Texas, welcome to you. It's been a while since I've seen you. Atitape, welcome. Also from Dallas, Texas. Patrick Kayasie, welcome to you, senior distributor. The jealous snake in the grass, Patterson Davis, welcome. Annie Kamara, Philadelphia. Clary Allison, welcome to you. The Collie M. Dogba, welcome. No, Monique Boyu, welcome there from Minnesota. Good to see you all here as always. Ali Bagayogo, welcome. Victoria Musulwe Townsend, welcome to you. Lawrence Swige, and of course Gabriel West, welcome. Steven and Nelly Kier from Frederick, Maryland, welcome to you. Good to see you all again, Pops. Julius Melton, Rhode Island, welcome. Sam Rex, Mr. Give Up Baggy Man, no doubt, welcome. Wilda So, welcome. Emmanuel Pro, welcome. From Minnesota. The jealous snake in the grass. White teeth, black heart. Sam Rex, are you up this so? Mr. Gebo, you ate cassava leaf? Twee Wiles, welcome. Miles SP Payload. Folks, when we are live, you can't be calling us on the phone. You can't be calling us on Messenger when we are live broadcasting, please. Who's doing this? When we are live, you can't be calling us on Messenger, please. Yeah, Mas. I'm following from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome there, Mas. Wilton Ketter, Yellow Machines with Black Heart. They won't destroy our future. Undercover criminals. Absolutely. You know what's up. And Thomas Sorge. Good evening, brother. I'm watching you from Des Moines, Iowa. Welcome. Gabriel West. Boakai won their name Barrow Medicine too. UP people should just name Boakai as George Weah Jr. since they won't give him all of the names we call President Weah. Oh, I forgot. He can't be George Weah Jr. because of his. Okay, thank you. My Marisol, welcome to you there. Good to see all of you here tonight. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. Henry Duba Hill, welcome. Howard Tote, Mark Richard Blair. Welcome to all of you. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. All right. Yeah. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We are excited to be with you this Monday, live and direct from Detroit, Michigan. Sam Shaker, welcome there, my childhood friend from Minnesota. Tonight's conversation or broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Peter S. Beamer is the husband for Barbara Manjon Beamer, our co-host. Barbara, extend our greetings to your darling husband, Peter Spencer Beamer. Lorraine Dix Batter, happy birthday to you, Lorraine. And Lawrence Weeks is my nephew in Monrovia. Gus Tudy, my cousin there in Utah, Salt Lake City. Annie Ma, Genuino Ma is my childhood friend and classmate from elementary through high school. And Viola Wallace, happy birthday to you. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. We are saddened to announce to you that our national correspondent, Maki Kaye lost his younger brother today. And I saw the post earlier on before coming on here. It's saddening. It is very, very saddening, I read the post and I felt kind of bad about it. That the young man has gone to the great beyond to be with their dad, and how will his mother take such a loss? So let us all extend our condolences to Maki Kaye and his family on the passing of his young brother. He didn't state the name, but we're going to be talking to him and find out details about all of that. All right. We want to do a special song by Rodney Peabody. Lord, I give you praise as a way to say sorry to Maki and his family. I want to wish them well. Want to ask God to give them all the strength and guidance. Okay. So join us as we extend our sympathies to Maki Kaye and family.
You're so good to me. For all you have done, Lord, I give you praise. You're so good to me. For all you have done, I want to give you praise. Say, Lord, you've been good to me. For all you have done, Lord, I give you praise. You've been, Lord, you've been good to me. For all you have done, I want to give you praise. Look at me. how you bless my life, for all you have done.
My nigga General, my mirror son. Okay.
I can testify of your goodness, yeah, for all you have done. I wanna give you praise.
SK, so for your crowd. Savannah Harris, my deepest condolences to you, the family. And Emmanuel Bro.
Looking back at my life, I can't imagine where will I be.
And Mikey is following the broadcast. Mikey, we want to extend our sympathies to you and your family. And he just said that his brother's name is Sadie Kaye. May Sadie's soul continue to rest in perfect peace and let the perpetual shine upon him. Stay strong, Mikey. I will call you, okay?
You ready to be good to me? All you have done, I got to praise Hallelujah. This is someone's testimony. Praise it.
Alice York, have my sympathy. Nina Queer, have my sympathy. Linda Morris, Mikey, take heart. God Almighty is in control. Victoria Musule Townsend, Mikey, take courage, my dear. My condolences to you and your family. Joseph Richards, my deepest sympathy. Emmanuel Bro, my deepest condolences to Mikey Kaye. And may the soul of his brother rest in peace and light perpetual shine upon him. Roland Cooper, the fire crowd, have my sympathy. Roland Cooper, my condolences to you and the family, brother. Yes, I can wear. Good evening to you. Hey. Praise him. Praise him. Praise him.
Minister Prince Shema, Rodney P.
Patrick Doe, my sympathy.
Hallelujah.
Lord, we give you praise by Rodney P. Body. And we did it especially for Mikey Kaye and his family on the passing of his young brother, Sadie Kaye. Mikey, again, continue to stay strong, stay courageous, and our prayers, thoughts, and everything are with you and your family, okay? We just pray that your mom is strong to withstand it. Yeah, I know what it takes, that feeling. Yeah. Continue to gather greetings and sympathies from folks here. Gabriel West, my deepest condolences. Ali Bagayogo, my deepest condolences to you, Mikey, and your family, and our Slipway community. Absolutely. Edith Walikene, my sympathy, brother. Take heart. Yeah. And stay strong, Mikey, okay? Take care. All right, folks, welcome. Welcome to all of you again. We got a great show for all of us here. I know some folks, it's difficult when we got to bring you news like what we are seeing about Mikey's young brother, Sadie Kaye, is passing. And then we got to bring you the news about our country, Liberia. What is obtaining in Liberia today? Whether it is Joseph Boakai or it is with Speaker J. Fanati Kofa, especially it saddens me to discuss the speaker, who is the highest ranking uh, uh, o- opposition figure in the government. Speaker. Okay, the position of speaker is just 2 steps away from the presidency, and that happens to be a sedition. Deputy speaker is sedition. 2 top positions. So it is no small thing to come out here to discuss with you uh, uh, information that we are gathering about the write-up we did, whether it is the yellow machines or the War Economic Crime Court establishment, or who's blackmailing who. So Speaker Kofa or Tai Wongbe, Representative Tai Wongbe. Who's blackmailing who? Okay? Because it's no small feat. It's nothing ordinary to come out here to discuss these such personalities. And especially so, the speaker is sedition. Okay? But we don't do this for personal aggrandizement. We don't do this for fame. We don't do this except for the good of our country and people. Okay? That's why we do this every day. Okay? Before anybody, during the CDC government, before anybody got to know our names, to say, oh, that's Michael Gilmer, why Michael Gilmer, or that's Jerome Gayman, or that's Susan so person, that's Kefa San, that this person, that person. We were defending the CDC. Okay? We were defending the CDC before anybody in the CDC government would know our names. We're defending the CDC based on the facts. We did not look at falsehoods. And because of propaganda, we will run with it. Because propaganda are not facts. We look at the facts and put our everything on the line. To the extent a lot of you came together to say, we put our money on the line. Up to $25,000 is still looming somewhere for information that will put out that people will challenge and prove us wrong. Wow. Jerry Akwe. Jerry Akwe just trended, said, Mr. Gamer, how you doing? Just to inform the GHT family that I lost my brother in Philadelphia. His name is Rexton Lakwe. Jerry Akwe, please accept our sympathies, and we will sympathize with you momentarily, okay? Stay strong, and rest assured that you are in our thoughts and prayers. May your brother's soul rest in peace, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Josephine Kimball, welcome to you. Joyce Lamaga Wim, welcome there. Susie Lamada. Okay? We put everything on the line. Yeah. We put everything on the line in defending our country, in defending the truth. When people wanted to tear this country apart, to burn it down with lies and falsehood, we put our everything on the line. So when it has to do with information we are getting about what is the yellow machine or $300,000 as alleged that Tai Wongbe wants from the speaker. Then it leaves us to ask the hard questions. The hard questions. Okay? It begs the hard questions for answers. Yeah. Tai Wongbe wrote a short post. A short post. And he said, I'll put it up for all of us to see it. Tai Wongbe wrote a very short post. And he said, Mr. Speaker, this is it right here. And this is Tai Wongbe's post. Okay, let me make it big for some of you. But now you will not see a name. I want your name to be on it so that you know that it is from him. Okay, that way you know. Yeah. He said, Tai Wongbe said, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa, we are watching your leadership. Be warned. We are watching your leadership. Be warned. That was the post by Tai Wongbe. Last week, I believe that was a Friday? Something like that. Yeah. Next thing we saw was a post from Charles Yates, a blogger, Charles Yates. And we know Charles Yates does not do anything for free. Charles Yates is like somebody named with help. Charles Yates came up with this post. So Tai Wongbe is blackmailing Speaker J. Funati Kofa. Wow. So lawmakers can blackmail too. The man asked the Speaker for $300,000. And because his request wasn't granted, he gone disgruntled. Che, honorable, what be honorable? Okay, this is from Charles Yates. And the reason we took interest in this story is that we brought this story to you last week. Friday, we had this conversation with you. We had this conversation with you, and we asked the question, compromised in War Economic Crime Code Office creation and the Yellow Machine saga. How compromised is Speaker J. Funati Kofa? Is he in bed with JNB and Dr. Alan White? What do Speaker Kofa, Dr. Alan White, and Minister Grisby have in common? Why didn't he swear in the witnesses when they appeared before the House of Representatives? Why did Speaker Kofa discharge the witnesses from the witness stand without a motion from the floor of the House of Representatives? Did the Honorable Speaker J. Funati Kofa breach the laws and regulations that governs plenary by seizing the matter and sending the Yellow Machines inquiries to committee room? Let's dig deeper. That was Friday, July the 12th. We brought that to you. By Saturday morning, the whole social media exploded with Tai Wongbe on the one hand, Funati Kofa on one hand, bloggers coming in. The newspaper would take it and alleging that Tai Wongbe was blackmailing the Speaker for $300,000. Granted, Tai Wongbe blackmailed the speaker for $300,000. But why? Why will Tai Wongbe be requesting $300,000 from the speaker? Why would Tai Wongbe be requesting $300,000 from the speaker? Is $300,000 Tai Wongbe's benefits? Did the post will just show you from Tai Wongbe? Did it show anything about money? Mr. Speaker, we are watching how you are leading. Be warned. How does that equate to, Mr. Speaker, give me $300,000 or else? So what does Tai Wongbe know about Speaker J. Fonati Kofa? Or what information, what does he have on J. Fonati Kofa? Of course, Bertha's Letter, that's not small money. It's no small money. We're talking about yellow machines, millions of dollars that are coming in to the country. We don't know the source of these machines. The Liberian people want to know. We have a speaker who has the authority to bring people to book so as to get the inside details or scoop about this gentleman agreement that was explained in Boakai's letter. I don't know whether that's a letter, but you heard what the representative from District 5, Monserrato County, what she said in that short video. This is no respect. She said she's from the rescue mission. And they ran on the mantle of transparency and all of that. But what Boakai and the group are doing is no respect to the honorable body. It's not transparency. Okay? So, I don't like to do this, but I like to let people know where I stand on the issue. Yeah. Because my head cannot fit in anybody's mouth, and nobody here can fit in my mouth. But we have what I don't like, what gets to me all the time is you heard the music we played, White Tea, Black Heart. Okay? You heard that music. Every time we play a song here, it's for a meaning, for a purpose. White teeth, black heart. Do not show me white teeth, and you get black heart for me. Okay? Don't do that to me. Don't be so deceptive. I'm not saying Speaker Kofa is deceptive or he got white teeth, black heart. Or Tai Wongbe is deceptive or he got white teeth, black heart. But all of these things that's happening, we get the feel that something is not right. Especially so, we that work in the digging deeper department. All right? Now you see everybody is running with that name, digging deeper, digging deeper, digging deeper. But I don't know how deep they can dig. Because we can dig until we can go through the rocks and we either get oil or water. Okay? And Lena Addison Outland. Mr. Gilman, find the recording from Costa. Before the election, the speaker was supposed to talk to Alan White, including Molu and others. Let the speaker tell us if he's seditious or not. The speaker have said time again that he is seditious. All right? Yeah, the speaker at least he has said so. And when asked about whether he's going to contest in 2029, he said, and I quote, "Once George Weah is in the race, I will not run." But we don't know. We don't know the heart of man. Okay, this is why we are unearthing and preempting these things with facts. Yeah, because we know that 2029 will be a broad, open field. Okay, absolutely. Akwe Gamakoli, we dig with facts. Yeah, 2029 will be a broad, open field where it will be a dogfight. Yeah, it will be a dogfight. The current lawmakers in both houses feel that they can produce president, vice president. Okay, that's what they think gonna happen 2029. And you know that when President Weah or George Weah says he's getting in the race, there's no competition among the opposition. When George Weah in opposition says he's getting in the race, there's no competition. So a lot of things is being worked out. And we that sit in the corridor of information flow, that we can talk to all kinds of people. All right? People trust us to call on us to give us information. Okay? And we've confronted, when CDC was in power, we confronted CDC with some information that we got. Okay? We did. And, you know, we are still here. And that's what we are doing tonight. Like the lieutenant governor, former lieutenant governor from Georgia. Darafina, how are you? Okay, that's okay. I hope you are following the show. The former lieutenant governor from Georgia. He endorsed Joe Biden. Jeff Duncan endorsed Joe Biden because he saw it to be the right thing to do. Not because he's a Republican, so he should go ahead and endorse Donald Trump, when he knows that Donald Trump does not mean well. Yeah. Yeah, Clay Richards, it will be dog eat dog. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Take a look and take a listen to this Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan, and then we'll continue from there.
And many people in this state said I was too conservative to actually be a statewide elected official. But by the grace of God, we won that election, and we worked for 4 tough years. We worked across the aisle, worked with Leader Butler and others to bring meaningful legislation forward. We passed over 50 bipartisan health care bills. We took on COVID reform, and we passed a very important hate crimes piece of legislation. There's also some tough memories in this building I've got. We were second guessed on COVID almost every minute of every day from the White House, specifically Donald Trump. Lies, conspiracy theories around the 2020 election, so much so that I had to have armed guards around my office and my home, around my family, just to fight off the fact I didn't admit that the election was rigged, because it wasn't. Fake electors sat just a few feet from us, sat in a room and tried to usurp democracy. And then the unfortunate events of January 6th showed up, and sitting in this building watching those events play out were a huge part of why I'm standing here today. All of those tough memories seem to track back to one person and one person only, and that's Donald Trump. Going against the grain as a Republican and supporting Democrat Joe Biden for president is not easy. But I'm not looking at this election through the lens of being a Republican. I'm looking through the lens of being an American that cares more about the future of my country than the moral bankrupt nominee of my party. There are political ramifications to this decision, but they pale in comparison to 4 more years of Donald Trump, both home and abroad. Let me speak directly to the millions of Republicans across the country who are tired of making excuses for Donald Trump's behavior at their churches, in their offices, and at their own kitchen tables. Enough is enough. The nightmare has to end, and it has to end now. It's time for us to purge Donald Trump from our system. Let's take the next 4 years as Republicans and build and heal a new party, a GOP 2.0, a party that finds leaders that are willing to embrace conservative principles and work across the aisle, leaders that understand the value of civility and compromise, that once again value honesty and integrity, a party that uses policy, empathy, and tone to work across that aisle, to gain majorities, to talk about issues, use it as our North Star. The last 4 years have been difficult for our family, the journey, but a journey that's been worth traveling. There have been so many folks over the last 4 years, nearly 4 years, Republicans specifically, that have come up and offered words of encouragement, that have quietly sent notes, have praised the notion of saying and doing the right thing. It's my time to ask a favor of all those thousands and thousands of Republicans across the country who've given us words of encouragement. I have an ask. My ask is this: it is your time to do the right thing. Don't give Donald Trump 4 more years to continue to destroy this country. Thank Governor.
And many people in this state said I was too conservative to actually be a statewide elected official.
That was
by the grace of God,
the governor,
election, and we worked for 4 times.
Jeff Duncan, former lieutenant governor of Georgia. Yeah. Talking to Republicans, Americans, independents, Democrats, everybody. Why he's made that decision. A Republican endorsing a Democrat. Okay? And this is what we are saying to all of us, Liberians, especially, then Silesians, and people in the opposition. We should not sit idle by and allow our leaders to derail our hard-earned democracy. Democracy must be transparent, must be honest, must show leadership. Okay? And we owe it to our followers, people that come on this platform every day, that contribute their time, their resources, however meager it is. People that will see the show later on. Our families, our friends, our loved ones, our compatriots. We owe it to you to be truthful, to be honest, and reveal it. We must tell you what it is. We can't have information that is not good for us as a people, as a country, and we withheld that information. That will not serve my conscience right. That will not serve my conscience right. And I will not be fair to you who come here every evening, who have not reneged when we make a request of you. You never said no. You are just there waiting, dedicated, committed, especially those of you in the Concerned Liberian Network. If we don't do these things, we don't tell you, you'll say, oh, but Mr. Gamer was there. He knew about these things and he didn't say anything. Okay? I showed you Tai Wongwe post, his short post a very short post that said, Honorable Speaker, Honorable J. Funati Kofa, we are watching your leadership. Be warned. We are watching your leadership. Be warned. What's in it? That was insulting, that was that warrant or that suggests he wanted 300,000 or he wanted money. Let's forget about 300,000. Honorable Speaker, we are watching your leadership. Be warned. So what about us? And this was on Saturday. What about us who on Friday came out and said, asked the question whether the speaker was compromised? Did we want money also? Did we want money from Funati Kofa? How much did we want? Eric McGill, Fred Nimland Dix, how much money did we want? Because we came out and said, and asked the question, is how compromised is Funati Kofa in the Yellow Machine and War Economic Crime Code establishment or office setup? How compromised is Funati Kofa? Some of my folks got to me. What about phone calls or inbox messages? What have you? And I maintain my position. Okay? Yeah, I maintain my position. So, again, what was in Tai Wangbe's post that suggested he wanted 300,000 or he wanted money from the speaker? What his name? Charles Yates would take to social media, and I believe that was the only post I saw. Let me put it up again for all of us. If you saw any other post on social media, please let me know. I didn't frequent social media too much that time, but I believe I came across this Charles Yates post. This post right here. That was the post I came across that says, so Tai Wangbe is blackmailing the speaker. And besides this post, I saw the newspapers article. Okay? And the newspaper article carried the same $300,000 blackmailing by Tai Wangbe. But Speaker Kofa, after all of these things, Tai Wangbe, we come and go to Tai Wangbe letter. Tai Wangbe wrote the speaker a letter. He wrote the speaker and basically said to the speaker, he outlined how many points he has? Six, but you could basically say about 7. We have it right here. Let's read it for all of us. And then we're going to read Funati Kofa respond. This was July 13. Nema County District 9 Representative Tai Wangbe wrote to Speaker Kofa after you had the likes of Yates going after him and the newspaper article and what have you. He wrote, Dear Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa, greetings from Abuja. I am reminded of this picture during our speakership election, where I hustled additional votes for you right on that floor to help you clinch the speakership position you enjoy today. Honorable Speaker, let me remind you that I serve as chairman for your block to become speaker. I put my neck on the line and was insulted on Spoon FM as I went to defend you. In Nema folks were on the radio insulting me because I chose you. I have been nothing but a loyal and committed, but I will not be a sycophant. You promised to be different, and that's what we expect. So, as promised, I am putting you on notice that week 1 of my advocacy for you to do the right thing starts Monday. I will keep pushing you for the rest of the year, if I have to, in order for you to do the right thing and be the leader you promised to be. Honorable Speaker, I have consistently engaged you privately to be the leader you said you will be, but my attempts have gone on infertile grounds. I have done the same in our 55th group chat, and you sent your stooges and minions to insult me and call me names. You also called me a rebel for being bold to stand up to you. You also threatened in our group chat to take my leadership position because I am holding you accountable. You even insulted me yesterday and levied all sorts of false accusations against me yesterday, including calling Honorable Edwin Melvin Snow Jr. my new political leader because I was calling you to order. So I have no other options but to bring this to the public. I have few counts that you need to address. 1, conniving with the executive. You promised to hold the executive accountable as an opposition speaker and to be independent. However, we are learning that you are in bed with the executive as a consultant to the Minister of State and the President. This compromises you and dilutes your independence, and we must know the details. 2, budget alterations by Ministry of Finance Development Planning. We are hearing about budget alterations by the Ministry of Finance Development Planning after the approved budget, and nothing has been done. We are seeing an apparent $4.7 million budget line shifting and $20 million that was taken from the budget to deal with presidential projects. This is gross disregard for the law, and you are presiding over this as a lawyer. We need to understand this and appropriate action. 3, House's audit. You promised transparency and a full audit of the House. To date, 0. People are now assuming that you are protecting the former Speaker or yourself and other people. Honorable Speaker, why has the audit stalled? 4, reckless statement. The proximity you enjoy with the president allow you to boldly say to him in front of the leadership of the House, Senate, Executive, and Judiciary, in quotation marks, Mr. President, anything you want, and I mean anything you want, you will get from the House as long as I'm Speaker, end of quote. While we do want to collaborate with the executive, your statement diluted your credibility and independence. This was a bold statement, and it emboldened the executive and exacerbated their disrespect to the House. It was a disrespect to the people you are leading, and you need to clarify and apologize. 5, members' benefits. Honorable Speaker, I understand you are intrigued by public sentiments and positive ratings. I am not. I have never cared how people think about me. We came to that House and met rules and benefits and members are entitled to. It's legal benefits, and you have not been able to ensure members get their due benefits. I can care less that the public perception is what the public perception is. We are not asking for anything more than what we deserve and is our legal right to have. I know you are a very wealthy man, but many of us aren't. We depend on those few benefits and others to use to go and see our people. I know that since you became speaker, you haven't visited your constituents, but it doesn't mean other lawmakers don't. We need our benefits and we need concrete timelines. 6, clicks and blocks. Clicks and blocks are damaging the house. And this is why I formally removed myself from your block months ago when I realized this was a strategy to reinforce sycophancy behaviors. You have leaders around you that regularly insult members, and you have done nothing to call them to order. You need to call your leaders to order. And I'm specifically talking about the leaders of the Committee on Rules and Order and Administration and the Committee on Ways, Means, and Finance. Honorable Speaker, I don't live my life by public perception and public sentiments. I live my life by doing what's right, and I don't read comments. Those same people in the comment section called me all sorts of nasty names in the past. Never believed I will win an election. And more importantly, they didn't bring me to this house. So I care less. I can care less about their verbal ejaculations. AB brother, yeah, their verbal ejaculations. So continue to send your stooges and minions. I remain committed and loyal to you, but I will also hold you accountable, both publicly and privately, to ensure you become a better leader. I know you are capable of doing the right thing, and I'm calling on you to do just that. Week 1 starts Monday until you address these concerns. Regards, your loyal but non-conformist son, Ta Zogbe Kato Wongbe. Okay, that was the leader. Yeah, that good English there. Wolokoli, Joseph Wolokoli, that good English. Whatever the word means, ejaculating from their mouth. All right, that was the letter from Ta Wongbe. Okay, and the speaker did respond to Ta Wongbe's letter. But first, a few things. Ta Wongbe talked about benefits which are just and legal. Are those benefits equal to $300,000? That is my concern here. Are those benefits equal to $300,000? If Ta Wongbe actually asks the speaker for $300,000, why will he? Why? Why will Ta Wongbe ask the speaker for $300,000? Why? Huh? Why? Why? He talked about the speaker being in bed with the executive. Huh? He had a direct quote from the speaker that the direct quote from the speaker. He said, Mr. President, anything you want, and I mean anything you want, you will get from that house as long as I'm a speaker. Anything you want, you will get from the House of Representatives as long as I'm speaker. He spoke about the relationship between the speaker and the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Grigsby. Okay? We published the agreement between Grigsby and Dr. Allen White, and some, like Taiwan would say, some minions and sycophants who don't understand their mere existence will go under the post and say, look at the date. 19 we. You don't know nothing. So the government is talking about audits from 2019, 2020, and this and that. Go tell them, say those audits are old audits. You forget about it. Go tell them that. If I told that agreement between Grigsby and Allen White is an old one, but it was during the CDC administration when that agreement came about. During the CDC administration, when they crafted that agreement to promote Alexander Cummings, to lobby Washington, D.C., to impose sanctions. You understand? And because we fought against that thing, we fought against those sanctions and against that contract with Allen White and the ANC that Grigsby signed. We know what they did. And that's the hurtful part. To see a sedition in bed with people that we fought against. Okay? That's the hurtful part. And that's why the information keeps coming to us. They say, oh, these are your people, the people you're supported. Yeah. Okay? So, this is J. Funati Kofa's letter, his response to Tai Wangbe. He says, Dear Honorable Tai Wangbe, this is to address the issues raised in your Facebook post, presented as a letter to me. Although I'm not sure why you, as a ranking member of the House of Representatives with unhindered access to me, felt a need to use Facebook to get redress for your concerns. I have set out below responses to the issues you raised in your Facebook post, in turn and in no particular order. 1. On your allegations of reckless remarks at working dinner. Firstly, you have greatly misunderstood or intentionally misrepresented and misquoted my remarks at the working dinner with the president. At that function, I boldly told the president to stop trying to push bills in the House through a partisan outfit dubbed Rescue Bloc, and reminded the chief executive that the 1986 Constitution requires us to coordinate, and that the right thing to do is to send executive bills to the leadership of the House, which controls agenda. At no time did I commit to pass everything that was sent to the House without scrutiny or regards to the interests of the people and the rule of law. As you may recall, my exchanges with the executive on this matter emanated from a complaint filed by the House's Committee on Executive. How can we be conniving with the executive and be on the front line of the yellow machine issue, which I first raised at the dinner you referred to, and which pressure subsequently led to presidential response? To date, the only official response to this issue has been from the House under my gavel in the relentless pursuit of transparency and accountability. 2. audits and transparency issues. Also, on the issue of audits and transparency at the legislature, you will be hard pressed to show me another speaker in our history that signed up for audits of the House. If you were following developments around this issue carefully, you will know that the Auditor General advised that a system be put in place before the actual audits are concluded. I have no control over the pace of the GSC work, and I'm assured that steps are being taken to ensure audits are done. I advise you, as a member of the leadership, to familiarize yourself intricately to the issues. And while we embrace open governance, it will be chaotic to try to run government by Facebook. Our people are counting on us to do right by them, work together across all branches of government, and turn all that we do into tangible progress for them. 3, membership benefits. Yes, members' benefits have always been an issue at the legislature. As a matter of fact, I have entertained countless members from the 53rd and 54th on benefits outstanding. I have even threatened to shut down the House on this benefits issue, as the House's Committee on Ways, Means, and Finance has developed a schedule and briefed the plenary in executive on last Thursday. I'm sure all the remaining benefits will be paid soon. Unfortunately, you did not attend session, and so you are not informed. 4, allegation of conniving with the executive. I will be interested in the bill or instrument that we have passed on the floor, which you do not think is in the interest of Liberia and represents connivance with the executive. My management of the plenary is usually void of bloc or partisanship, and it is quite unfortunate that you present no support for the unfounded claim. Honorable Wangbe, the Constitution provides for these separate but coordinate branches of government. Therefore, I will continue to coordinate with the executive and judiciary as long as a measure or legislation is in the interest of Liberia. I will work to see it come to fruition, no matter who the proponent is. As I often remind all, I am the Speaker of the National Legislature, not Speaker for a bloc or party. I am a seditian and a proud one too, but I am also someone who tried to reach across the aisle to ensure that the work of the Liberian people is carried out and that our people's suffering are not made worse by our partisan rivalry. Similarly, when you recently traveled with the president to South Korea and genuflected before him in Abuja, were you conniving or collaborating? Were you performing a statutory role as the 4th ranking member of the House? Did you raise the benefits issue with him? 5, allegations of budget tampering. The issue of budget tampering or alterations was first raised by me with the Ministry of Finance when the final budget was published and presented. Because there were discrepancies in the House's budget, we instructed the Legislative Budget Office, LBO, to conduct an analysis of the entire document to find additional discrepancies, because my concern should not just be the House's budget, but the entire document and process. We then notified the Ministry of Finance Development Planning of the initial findings, which led to them removing the document from the website. As soon as LBO finishes its analysis, plenary will be informed. Sorry, Honorable Wangbe, but my training as a lawyer and my experience as a legislator will not allow me to proceed with half-baked information. Please participate more to avoid juvenile tantrums and public outbursts such as this. I am not perturbed by the baseless and reckless claims that you made because I understand this is what Facebook politics require, and it's the nature of this business. We have leadership meetings every Monday at 12 noon, and I will encourage you to start to attend these meetings so that you may properly understand the workings of the legislature. Ordinarily, I won't respond to Facebook posts, but because of your leadership position, I yield to those who advise that I do set the record straight. I won't be responding further. I wish you good luck as you audition for the ANC chairmanship and build your necessary alliances. I remain Funati. Okay? So that was the response from Funati Kofa to Ta Wangbe. Having listened to the both letters, which emanated from a short post by Ta Wangbe to say, Mr. Speaker, we are watching your leadership. Be warned. Followed by the bloggers, Charles Yates, the likes of Charles Yates and others, going after Ta Wangbe, accusing him of blackmailing the speaker for 300,000 United States dollars. I read both letters, wherein Funati respond to Ta Wangbe that suggests Ta Wangbe wanted $300,000 from him. Where in Ta Wangbe letter or original post to Funati suggests that Ta Wangbe wanted $300,000 from him. Where? Nowhere. It's not there. You can't find it there. So, again, if Ta Wangbe wanted $300,000 from the speaker, what does he know about or have on the speaker? Yeah? What does he know about or have on the speaker? Okay? We are in critical times. We are in critical times. Okay? Yeah. Our country is at the cliff, not turning point, but the country is at a cliff. And any mistake, it will fall off. We have a president that wrote the House of Representatives, the speaker, and said he committed the country on a gentleman agreement. A friend who loved Liberia so much, yes, decided he would just provide moving equipment for the government. Okay? Mr. Gamer, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, sir. Thank you very much. It sounds powerful today.
You've been following, right?
I've been following.
Okay, great.
I want part of my 300,000.
Yeah. Let me get my share for it. Look, every pastor, behave yourself, or else I will send Lawson Zilly after you. Okay? Lawson, apply some of the juvenile tantrum on that guy. or Eric passed away, okay? Yeah. For that, you say you're not running the government or the House of Representatives on Facebook, but they get 12,000 camera, Facebook camera every day in that session. I mean, you know? Yeah. Okay. Joseph Boakai wrote and said, we are currently in the negotiation phase. No formal agreement. All right. That this, in fact, this was originated from a conversation with a longtime friend who shares a commitment to the arrest agenda. Who is this friend? Who is this friend that share interest to the arrest agenda, to the Liberia developmental agenda? Who is this friend? Who is this friend? Is it a white man, a white woman, or a black man? A Chinese man, a Japanese man, an Asian man, an Arab man? Who is this longtime friend of Joseph Boakai? Could it be that this longtime friend provided some money that Tawongwe won $300,000 from? Yeah, Kowina Dio, my daughter-in-law. Yeah. You say what is so JNB friend love Liberia more than Liberians and JNB himself? Yeah. Who is this friend? Let me hasten to tell you that this friend that Joseph Boakai talks about is not a white man. This friend is not the South African Gumede. It is not Gumede. Yeah. Sorry for my colleague there, J Boy. J Boy said that was I don't know if Gumede or Friedman. It's neither Friedman. Okay? It is not Gumede, it is not Friedman. Whoever originated this yellow machines deal that Joseph Boakai and his gang of officials are hiding from the Liberian people is one of their very own son that took these investors to Liberia. Okay? Put his all on the line. To help the Liberian people to develop this country. And you would think that if Joseph Boakai came out and said that he has a gentleman agreement with this person, he would tell the Liberian people who this person is, so that that person gets their flowers, so that the Liberian people know who got their best interest at heart. Okay? Whether Funati knows, Grexped knows, Mamaka, Belete knows, the Liberian people need to know. Okay? You saw that flimsy letter written by Joseph Boakai to the Honorable Speaker and the members of the House of Representatives. You saw how Grexped and Mamaka were introduced. they were never put on an oath to speak truth and be held in contempt when they lie and be held for perjury. They never did none of that. At the end of the day, when the speaker took siege of the matter and referred it to committee room, Grisby went and shook his hands. Grisby shook his hands. Grisby and Mamaka sitting, smiling, and laughing while the representatives are debating, arguing, not wanting to let the matter go away, objecting to the motion. The speaker will hit his gavel, and that was it. Okay, but who is this friend? Why is the Boakai government so tight-lipped? Who initiated this yellow machine? Who initiated it? Folks, Jida Hard Talk reports to you tonight that there are some very good Liberians who have their country at heart, who will go out there, lobby with business people, tycoons, for their country. Very good people. But the evil nature of Joseph Boakai have beclouded his mindset such that he does not want to reward this man and his family for their good deeds. Okay? Which, when I think about it, as I begin to disclose this person's name to you, unveil this person, I'm thinking about so many things that happen in this person's life. Okay? I'm thinking about so many things. Of course, some of them very misfortune. After this package was sealed, it said, what did I say here? I asked a question: who originated the much talk about yellow machines? Is this person a Liberian or foreigner? Will a Liberian have vested interest in Liberia's development as stated by the JNB letter to the legislature, or a foreigner? Will this person ever benefit from the JNB gentleman agreement? Or once the machines are in Liberia, to hell with the agreement? Why is the Boakai government so tight-lipped on who this person is? Jida Hard Talk Digging Deeper Department goes in depth to unmask a great man behind this yellow machines deal. And that is not the South African Gumede or American Canadian Robert Friedland. Okay? Whether these people, let me state on record, whether Robert Friedland or Gumede are aware of this deal, are party to this deal, it did not originate with them or from them. Okay? Mr. Gayman, Jerome Gayman.
Yes, sir.
And folks that are watching here, Jida Hard Talk reports to you tonight that the man, the Liberian that originated this deal, that got this deal in the bag, is none other than the late McDonald Wento. McDonald Wento is the originator of this yellow machines deal. He took these investors to Liberia. They met with JNB. They consulted. They agreed. It was after that Joseph Boakai appointed the man. Boakai appointed the man. He will go to visit Boakai after that appointment. 1-2 days after, McDonald went to is dead. Okay? And so because this man have died, Boakai and others say, F the deal. Ain't no damn gentleman agreement anymore. We got what we want. Tell the Liberian people what's the deal. Okay? Call this man's family and share with them what would have been his benefit. Okay? Share with them what would have been his benefit. Their husband, their dad, their brother, their uncle, their everybody just died suddenly. Nobody know whether he was poisoned with anything. Okay? Nobody knows. Tell the Liberian people what happened. Okay? The man dead, so he can't talk. But you forgot that there were people in the room. There were people on the phone. There were connections. And what have you? Okay? Yeah. So, imagine all of these things. Whether the deal is that let's take these machines to Liberia and we're going to give you the contract for Jida Mountain or Putu Mountain or Nema Mountain or Wologisi. Tell the Liberian people what's in the deal. Tell the people what's in the deal. Okay? You don't ride on somebody's sweat. And assume, like every project that's going on in the country, they want to assume it as their own. Okay? And so when we see these things happening, the camaraderie, the friendship between Fonati Kofa, Grexby, and Joseph Boakai, I mean, we were kind of concerned, asking questions about Fonati Kofa, his actions and inactions with the executive. And a legislator will speak about it. Yeke Koluba will speak about it. President Weah was denied access to the airport. The presidential launch, the VIP launch. We didn't hear any statement, official statement from Fonati Kofa condemning it. We did not. Grexby and others who were responsible, they were not held accountable. It was Nathaniel McGill who spoke as chairman for the CDC caucus. Yeka Koluba will be the one who will write to inquire and subpoena those people. What happened? What happened? What happened? We can't do this to ourselves and think that it's okay. There is an end game to all of these things that is happening towards 2029. And this is why we are speaking up today. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't want to be my friend because I spoke truth, so be it. I don't care. We have the Liberian people to care for. We have our country to develop. We got young minds that are just out there doing nothing. Okay? Yeah. So we can know these things and know that there is a syndicate for this war economic crime code establishment. There is a syndicate. There is strange bad fellows going on. With Alan White, Fonati Kofa, Greg Spade, Joseph Boakai, and a host of others. We are packaging that report for you. We are packaging that report for you. We are packaging that report for you. And we'll let you know. It's a complete syndicate. We want to make sure that we get our I's dotted, our T's crossed on the rest of the folks that are involved. We don't care what anybody says. You don't want to be my friend? Thank you. We have a country to develop, a people to look after. Let posterity judge us. Okay? Look at the agreement with Alan White and Greg Spade. We published that document, and people, one or two persons were like, "You on your own." Yeah. Okay? You on your own. What you call you on your own? That old document from 2021. So what? Yeah? You talking about auditing the CDC government from what? From 2019. Yeah? From 2019. All right? The thing that got our people placed on a sanction is what we should accept. Yeah? The people that got our folks on sanction, we should now openly work with them, welcome them. Yeah? I don't see it like that. My advocate said do not work like that. Okay? It doesn't work like that. Mr. Gilman, take it away. Then we're going to open up the phone lines.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gilman. Quite startling. But like we have always said, I think Costa may have been the progenitor of this concept that Joseph Boakai cannot be trusted. Joseph Boakai owes no loyalty to anybody.
No.
Everybody is disposable to him. And he said over and over, and we can go over the names.
Yeah.
For the juries, for what it did for Joseph Boakai. For 6 years. Look what he did to the juries.
Yeah.
Look what he did to the ANC. The collaboration. Look what he did to Mr. Cummings. And look what he did to Costa.
Yeah.
All of these people are disposable. What did Joseph Boakai say? I will dance with the devil.
The devil. Yeah.
As long as I get my aims accomplished. And he said, he lied when he said he lived his life on loan.
Yeah.
And the question was, why? He said, so when I leave this place, my children will have something. I will leave something behind for my children.
Yeah.
So about him, or about him and his children, He didn't say, if I leave this earth, who is going to pay the loan?
The loan, no. I got to leave something behind.
The taxpayers?
All of a sudden, Joseph Boakai Foundation worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
He's going to Bond County,
yeah,
and donating, what was it, 200 bags of rice, $10 million, whatever he was donating there, for a man who has been broke all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And another thing you touch, this is a man who is drowning. He has an identity crisis.
Seriously.
This is a man who and his minions, they were walking around saying, President Weah became president, and the first thing he did was to get a honorary doctorate degree.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened to Joseph Boakai after his inauguration? He went to the United Methodist University, and they gave him a doctorate degree, and they called him Dr. Joseph Boakai.
Yeah.
Now he is called. They are calling him the bad road medicine. He wants to be a star.
He wants to be everything George Weah is.
He's a stalker. He's a political stalker. And we know what stalkers do.
Yeah.
We saw what John Hinckley did. We saw what these people do when they stalk people. We saw that we witnessed the death of John Lennon in this country.
Yeah.
For those of you who are young and those who are not into the arts, John Lennon is a legendary musician that was shot and killed on the streets of New York.
Yeah.
He was married to another artist called Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono, yeah.
Somebody who wanted to be like him, stalk him and kill him. Joseph Boakai has an identity crisis. One day, he's nobody, he's a regular guy. 2 weeks after he became president, now they gave him a doctorate degree.
Yeah.
Now he's Dr. Joseph Boakai. His press secretary said he's not into unveiling little small project.
Yeah.
But he was over there unveiling toilet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I think was that box, whether it was a public toilet or phone booth or what. I have no clue, but he was there cutting ribbon.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Gilmore, we are not in a popularity contest. Whether they love you or not, let the truth set us free.
Absolutely.
And what it say? The truth. What?
It's stubborn.
It is very stubborn.
Stubborn.
And if it crushed to the ground, it will rise up.
It will rise up. Yeah.
Let the truth be your guide. And this is what we are talking about. We know Winter very well. I particularly, not personally. But he was the chair of my political party, UPP.
United People's Party.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And we formed partnership with the CDC.
The CDC, yeah.
Very progressive, wealthy young man that came from nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
He made a lot of money in real estate and construction and earth moving and all of these things. So that was right within his alley. And all of a sudden, he went and danced with the devil. And what happened?
Yep.
Few days after that dance, he was done. They cut him out of the deal.
They cut him out. They cut him out.
So this is where we are. And you touched on the president's arrival to the country.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the world, why would Joseph Boakai decide to violate the Constitution? In which democracy you have the military in broad daylight.
In broad daylight.
Deployed.
Deployed. because a citizen, a former president, is returning to the country.
There is some phobia that this man has about this president. Just the name mentioned George Weah and he trembled. You have the police, you have the PSU, you have the riot police, you have immigration, you have the entire defense force.
Yeah.
And you go deploy the military. With guns. And we want to warn the Liberian people, what you are seeing here is a blatant disregard for the rule of law. Mr. Gilman, we are headed, you know, when you look at when Joseph Boakai was born, Joseph Boakai was born during the dictatorial days of Liberia. Joseph Boakai was born after Bagley time, grew up in the Tottenham time, became of age in the Tottenham time, lived his life in the Talbot time, got into senior management in the Doe time. So this man have never lived his life in a true democracy. And he yearned for those days when Tottenham was an absolute dictator.
Right.
He missed those days, and he wants to go back to those days. And anybody who connives with him, anybody that wants to sweep this under the rug to say, we have yellow machines, and because of the good of the nation, let's break the law. What happens tomorrow and Joseph Boakai make himself king and say, for the good of the nation, I'm the best man, and you're going to sit there and say what? When the fool used to say here right on your show, the common say in Liberia, if your Christmas is going to be good, you know it when? On the eve.
On the eve. Yeah.
I can tell you, we have seen this show before. We know how it ends. We know the ending. It doesn't end well when someone behaves this way. Mr. Given, that's all I can say today. Take it away from here.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Delano Tamasa, the Vice Chair.
Yeah, Honorable Chairman, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome.
Let me say hi there to Big Brother Gilman.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
great to be on the show. I've been following, been driving. I haven't reached home yet, so I said, no, let me call.
Right.
Because I'm thinking that before I reach home, the show may be over.
Yeah.
So sorry if you're hearing echo. I'm so sorry, but I just want to tip in. Okay, thank you so much.
Go ahead.
The wise man. Let me say hi to our people that are following. The wise man, to just move in quickly. I mean, you said it all. The first thing, you know, as a people, we should understand we are trying to showcase a new form of patriotism. What we see and what we believe in is country first. While it's true that we have our people that representing a various position from our parties, they are Liberians. So the sole interest of the country is Liberia. If we see anything that little bit resembled something that has to do with the Boakai syndrome, I think it is our responsibility to call those people out. And that is why you are there, and that's what I refer to you as a wise man. The speaker, we respect him as a speaker, but we want him to do things the needful for our country. We know where he came from. Yes, today he's member of the CDC, yes, but we know his history. So that is why we don't want to just play those little things that are happening, because when it accumulate, it turns out it becomes a disaster. And that is why we don't want to reach to that point.
Right.
So to all our people who think that, you know, we go after our own and they had nothing to call on. You know, what we look at is your role that you play. What is true, you will all from the same party, but we look at your role that you play. And once there's something that resembles contradiction and want to come up with certain things that resemble, as I said earlier, the Boakai people, and then we will have to call you out. So we just want to send a plea. I just want to join my voice to members of the 55th Legislature, especially those that believe in the country first, should always see the needful and to protect our country. What we have seen currently, it is disturbing. It is the first time to see an 80-year-old man that served in government for almost 50 years will mortgage almost 5.some million people to a gentleman agreement. Up to current, we don't know the details of these things. We don't know what is a private owned and they enter the country. We have no taxes been paid to seed private equipment that have not gone through the referral procedure, then held at a national facility, a national security facility, more especially the armed forces of Liberia grounds, is something that is alarming. We want clarity into these deals. We know that developments, we always healed and support development, but development should not come in the way that it should mortgage our country, our generation, and the fourth generation to come. We will not allow that for an 80-year-old man to barricade us and pour into mess only because you want just a short political gain. We are not full paradise, and we will not join him into that. We want full disclosure, total disclosure, and the members of the 55th Legislature, they have their gavel, they have the authority, both statutory and constitutional authority, to make sure that we go into this matter. They represent our interests. They represent the people directly. So it is very important that Speaker and the members of the House, especially leadership of the House, be called upon. The Deputy Speaker and all these people, they need to put their foot on the ground and they do the needful for the Liberian people. That's it, the wise men. We will continue to follow. But thank you so much for the opportunity given me. Still driving, but thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to call on the show. Thank you so much. And let me say hi there to Big Brother Gilman. I'm still following as well. Thank you so much.
No doubt.
Thank you.
All right. Our lines are open, folks. If you want to partake, you want to say something, call us here, 313-957-9702, WhatsApp and direct. We're going to put it through. This story about this yellow machine being originated from the late McDonald Winter. We're going to bring you more to it in our subsequent broadcast, okay? Need be, we will do a special tomorrow as we gather more and more information. All right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do that. And you know how we do it here? It's not one to move. We don't discuss one story one day and we switch, we'll go to another thing. It's not one to move. We go until we get to a logical conclusion. All right? So first, let's go to the Netherlands and welcome Favor Morris. Welcome. Good morning at your end.
Yeah, good morning. I am jumping. I am happy that we will stand up for Mr. Winter family because he started from CDC. And Mr. Emo, let God bless you and your family, all of you on our platform. You're dig deeper. It will cause us to bring the mountain down, to dig deeper under this man. We will do it. And I will stand with you by supporting you on your platform because for us, we don't know nothing.
No.
And God in heaven know he did it for his country. He stood up because he wanted development in his country. And Boakai and his whole people want to do what? What I be even your own son not in a deal. Bring it out. That is whosoever that thing that, oh, yes, you coming to do this, to do that. We put it Liberia first.
Thank
We're
you.
not putting nobody else. We're putting Liberia first.
Yeah.
When we clean it on the highway, we will clean it. Until something good coming, it's easy. It's not easy.
No.
So we will sweep it, we will clean it, and we'll speak. May his soul rest
in peace.
In perfect peace. We will stand up, Papa. We'll stand up for your death. That's what I call to say. Thank you.
Thank you very
You
much.
woke me up this morning.
No
You
doubt.
woke me up this morning.
I set you on your way. Thank you very much. Let's go to New York. Boy Solo.
Yeah, no doubt, big brother.
Yeah, go ahead. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. Yeah. Mr. Gibbon, I want to say this, and let me tell if whosoever from the United Party listening, or when Omer Pwaga is listening, they need to listen well. They need to listen well because Charter went on the same path before Mr. Kimon.
Mm-hmm.
He did it to we that was in I didn't put it as a trial side, but the entire army and other people that was living around the barrier, they consider everybody as a dissident forces. So what they did, they started to go after people. They started to take people from the army, people restricting people. You can't do this, you can't do that. People, any other leaving the country, Mr. Kimo.
Yeah.
When all those people left the country, they regrouped themselves and decided to go back. And what happened to Chancellor? Chancellor became former president and he ran out of there just a chicken. Mr. Bwaga need to stop the behavior that he must think that we, the Liberian people, we are afraid of them. No, we're not. Because we love our country, because we want development, and our country to be developed, we cannot be staying in other people's country. We say, oh, look at the poor country, they're beautiful. Then we dare destroy our own country. That's why we decide to be calm. But Mr. Kema, the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia and myself had a interaction when I went to call my hair in the barrier that day. They had a barber shop.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, there was an argument in the barber shop. He came there. You're saying your uniform with fourth corner full. And we're talking about who foreigner was just right after the first round. Then I said, oh, why are you leaving Bwaga? Bwaga said it's a foreigner because he's father from Sierra Leone. And Bwaga take more interest in Sierra Leone than Liberia. He said to me, who said Bwaga from Sierra Leone? Bwaga and myself from the same town. So I told him, I said, whether you're from the same town, you're not from the same town. Bwaga is a foreigner. A man from Foya, we know that, but he part from Sierra Leone. So whether he's from the same town, not from the same town, I don't give a damn. He's a foreigner as far as concerned. He looked at me for long. I said, yeah, man, you won't be talking about politics, but I never knew that this guy was going to be the chief of staff. That's when I said, oh, so the thing they put talking about the army. But let me tell them today, Mr. Kimon, they might not be fooled because the army itself is divided. We that here, we got inside, we know people that inside, and we know everything within the army. The army is divided. You might not think that you're going to depend on the army to go. You might just think it will happen like what happened in Ivory Coast or what happened in Burkina Faso. So you need to stop this. Why you always want to terrorize a man when he come into the country? I listen to Gregor Como talking about international guests coming. That today you know that when you want to receive Bwaga over there, when they carry international guests were coming when Costa were on their side. When they did to that airport, Mr. Kimo, they never talk about the whole airport. When they were talking about Save the State, or they were talking about June 7, they have international guests coming, but the whole place was crowded. Nobody do nothing to them. Nobody did anything to them. You can't talk about international guests coming. You gotta behave yourself because we getting there. If you're not behaving yourself in that place, I think there will be an interim government there. I'm not allowed to
No, leader one. Don't make those statements here about interim government. We're waiting for 2029. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt. Barian Walker. Barian Walker said the late minister did visit Dubai as the last country before his death. I'm presently residing here as we speak. You want to call and give us some information you have, Barian Walker? Call us here, 313-957-9702 on WhatsApp. And Jeanette Colley, my darling sister there, welcome to you. How you doing tonight? Welcome. All right, our lines are open. We're going to be shutting it down any moment from now. And we're going to continue at a later date. Mr. Gimmy, you want to say anything else as we wait to see if we're going to get one or two other callers?
No, Doc, you're doing very well. I think, like you say, we need to keep the candle burning. If we had to do a special, I'm here. This is a very important story. The thing is, for those of us who are in this business, we know how to go look for news. Joseph Boakai is like the gift that just keep giving. I mean, someday there's so many topics, you don't even know which one to pick.
You don't know which one to follow.
I mean, it's either they're doing that, they are so incompetent, or they are so smart that they decided to just wallow in their own filth.
Yeah.
And because there is no way that a man who says he was parked, maybe Ellen Johnson suddenly knew something that we don't know.
Hello, Mr. Gaiman.
Yeah, Mr. Gaiman, let's take Mas SP. Mas from Australia, welcome. How you doing?
I'm okay, Mr. Gaiman.
Good.
Mr. Gaiman, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, man. Thank you very much for your call.
Yeah, Liberia story, the last part of story or the working on story, we tire really every day.
Yeah.
Like I said, somebody told me that a UPNs very close to the president said that they will never allow President we are use the VP launch because
are they going to be there for more than 6
former
years?
President.
Are they going to be there for more than 6 years?
But
who know to them? So he will not use it until after Boakai leaves the presidency. So it's for president, not for a former president. So I said, okay, that's okay. You can have it, you know. And what I see with Tai Wongbe and the speaker,
yeah,
I think people just want to sport between them. That's my understanding. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They see that he's speaking the truth and he's trying to put his on the speaker feet on fire. So I think they're trying to sport between them, cause more problem than what is in there. You know? So the only thing like we got to do in that place is we have to be careful with how we sedition we do our things because the people really want problem, Mr. Gaiman. They really want fight. Look at them sending, you know, the army to the airport. It says today that President we are being, you know, people being going to that airport, you know, welcoming President we are back.
Right.
For the past 6 years, President we are in was there as a president. Every time he goes out of the country, when he's coming back, we have people at that airport welcome him and bring him home every day. Like my brother just said, when June 6 were coming or June 7 program, there are protests. When they went for Henry Costa at that airport, didn't we have international guests on the plane or at that airport? Every day we have international guests at that airport, but people always go there. Why is this one become so much important that Boakai will send military people at the airport to do what there? The old man is really looking for a way to destroy Liberia. Like he said, if he does not win the election, he will destroy Liberia. He's looking for that way to destroy Liberia. He really looking for it. But as President, we are the smartest man. He always bypass him, and you always 10 feet ahead of him. Far ahead of him.
Right.
That's what he's trying to do. And that's what now work. We will continue to follow what President Weah will tell us. We will follow him. Boakai will do what he wants to do, but there will be peace in our country until 2029, and we'll re-elect President Weah. You become our president. We're not going to fight. We'll fight at the ballot box. They can do what they want to do. If the House does not want to impeach him, they can sit in there. They can steal as they want to steal. They can do what they want to do, but we'll always fight for peace on the 2029. We'll get him out of there. That's all I got to say. Thank you so much for the show. Thanks for giving all the information I want to hear. We are here for you. Thank you so much, Mr. Gamer.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Miles SP. Thank you. Brother Connor, Abby.
Yeah, my brother.
Welcome. How you doing?
Let
me tell Barian Walker. Barian, the number is on the board, and I'll post it again in the comment section. The WhatsApp number +1 313 957 9702. Okay. Abby, go ahead. Please meet the video in the back.
Yeah, it's muted, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good morning again. Actually, it's morning on the East Coast now.
Yeah,
I know the Florida man, the Sunshine State.
Listen, man. We don't sleep.
Oh, yeah. Why? Oh yeah. It's
we don't
right?
sleep.
Okay.
We don't sleep,
Well,
man.
how's
We
it
got
going?
we just celebrated Copa America.
I can see that.
Abby, hold on. Jerome, take over. I gotta restart.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
AB, go ahead.
No, AB can't go ahead because you will not hear AB, so you go ahead, Jerome.
Oh, okay. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this show. I want to thank Mr. Gilman for making the sacrifice as usual. When the news is critical, it has to be brought to you somehow. And that's why we are here. It's 1 o'clock. This is the commitment that we have made to the cause. We have the arrest agenda, a propaganda, a complete lie. We said it, that this was all lie. And there were a few Liberians, including Prince Johnson, who have come to realize that this is not what they sold him, but because of him being vindictive against President Weah, he literally sold himself down the stream. And today, we have him entangled. Vice President Cohen said it. He says he is convinced that Joseph Boakai's brain is going down. The body may want to do something, but the brain is going down. That was 3 years ago. If the brain was going down 3 years ago or 6 years ago, just imagine. There's a video going on when the president was, I think he did a state visit or somewhere, and he was doing a review. And Joseph Boakai could barely lift for his foot. Now you're seeing why Armed Forces Day, they were happy to cancel Armed Forces Day because he has to do that review. So seditions and unity partisans, disenchanted unity partisans, those who fought for whatever change they thought they were having, only to be bamboozled. We are talking to you.
This is not about partisan. This is about our nation. It is not about us. It's about your children and your children's children. It was Charles Brumskin who said, and he warned us just before his passing. He said, don't be fooled. Joseph Boakai that I know is not a poor man. And Joseph Boakai is not an ordinary man like you. And he went on to enumerate what Joseph Boakai was making, even during the pandemic. He said Joseph Boakai made more money than the entire Lofa County. He made it clear. He said, do not be fooled. This is not Joseph Boakai. It's not a regular person. This is not a regular Joe.
Right.
Joe made more money during the pandemic than the entire Lofa County. So don't be fooled by Joe telling you he's poor. Joe is so mean, that if you saw where Joseph Boakai lived as vice president,
yeah,
he is so mean that he mean to himself.
Absolutely. Mr. Gilbert, let's take Abby. Yeah, Abby.
Mr. Gilman, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for staying the course, my man. Don't go away. Yeah, Abby, go ahead.
We gotta keep hanging in, guys.
Absolutely.
It's great to be here listening, although I was kind of low sleeping and then in between. But I mean, great show, and the information provided, I think, is worthwhile and is healthy to strengthen our democracy.
Right.
And for the forward march of the democratic process in Liberia. You know, my brother, with regards to whatever is being done at the legislative branch, it's like you don't want, if you give people room for speculation, they will definitely fill in the gaps. And it's not going to be great. And some of those things are happening of recent.
Right.
Giving a lot of room for apprehensions and skepticism.
Mm-hmm.
You put it rightly, because if you have a legislative branch of government that is controlled by the biggest political party, opposition party in the country, and there was no official statement or official position taken by that opposition party in the government, especially when it has to do with the security and integrity of their flag bearer. It's concerning.
Former president.
Yes. Yeah. A former president, for that matter. And you know, one thing I want all of us all to know here, my brother, the transitional enactment that the president gave, where it became an executive order, that in fact, with all that executive order, you will not even have a President Boakai today.
Mm-hmm.
Included in that transitional order presented by President Weah, it's inscribed in a particular document that the president, the vice president, the former vice president, and the former president entitlement to all VIP launch in the country, be it at the Rubber Eye or wherever it is, and their entitlement to all presidential policies within the length and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. They are entitled to the only time they cannot occupy that is when the current president is in that particular vicinity.
Right.
That's the only time they are not entitled to. And somebody will argue, oh, but it was not enacted, it's not it is a law for 1 year as long as it was an executive order issued by the sitting president.
Right.
It is right in there. When you get an opportunity, try to read that transitional order that President Weah gave at the time you were leaving out. That's even more besides the legislative enactment that they are entitled to as president or former president. But because we have a president currently that is basing on the laws of the Republic of Liberia, in my Isaac Jackson words, that he's literally basing on the laws.
Yeah.
Deliberately violating everything, continue from bringing in equipment and then violating PPCC law and everything. The culture of impunity even define the Supreme Court decisions with impunity. And if the legislative branch under the gavel of the Speaker Kofa, which of course I have a lot of respect for his integrity, but no formal position issue in terms of condemnation. It's concerning.
It's concerning.
Look at the United States. Look at Nancy Pelosi. When she served as Speaker here, because she had serious differences with the Donald Trump presidency.
Yeah.
She mustered the courage to stand behind him and even tore his speech.
It's
not back at him. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm not saying that Speaker Kofa or the leadership of the House of Representatives should be confrontational or defiant or something. But those are legitimate issues that should have been spoken up against.
Right.
And the silence is deafening.
It's deafening.
You cannot go back and just speak in quiet to somebody. Oh, but I said something about it. The Speaker of the House of Representatives currently is the highest elected citizen in the Republic of Liberia. Full stop.
Full stop.
And if you can't speak on this issue, it's concerning. If for any reason Speaker Kofa is hearing some of these things, it's healthy for us even to strengthen his leadership and for to invigorate him to do other things that will be very, very much pleasant and the right things to be done. Those things are not done. And it's concerning.
It's concerning, yeah.
It's troubling. Because the people, I can tell you this, right now as it stands, the ruling establishment, whatever they are contemplating on is to see how to disintegrate the
CDC.
CDC. And they are hell bent on doing that because finally that how viable the CDC state is. So definitely they want to get to that, and they will do any and everything, and they will look for the weaker link in it and hang on it, and then infiltrate and try to destroy.
Right.
And nobody should be in a position to give them that. If anybody contemplating, I would say this for the record, if anybody contemplating that you think that you want to be president come 2029 and you will undermine George Weah or CDC, you are living in La La Land. It would never happen.
Real La La Land.
It would never happen. People will say, oh, the CDC is built around George Weah. Say whatever you can say. He has solidified, consolidated, and formulated a particular strength that you got for that entity. So you're not going to come and use it as a vehicle to think that you will undermine the process of him or his leadership in it.
Yeah.
You must be living in La La Land. But again, it's good that for us to flag these things. Let me not take all of your time, my brother. But great show. And those things will be pointed out on a pretty consistent basis. And we got to erect the necessary checkpoints.
Right. Absolutely. No doubt. Thank you very much, Brother Kone. Folks, Mr. Gimel, one minute.
Well, no, Mr. Gibbon, thank you very much for the show. Like I told the folks, if the information is critical, you will always do a special, you will bring it to them.
Right.
You will report and let them decide.
Let them
but
decide.
It's going to be based on facts. Yep. It's going to be evidential, and you lay it out, and our hearts go out to the Winters. Great young man.
Absolutely.
Who just lost his life, and the vultures are out there trying to devour what he worked so hard for.
What he worked for.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
No doubt. White tea, black heart.
That's it.
Jealousy. I say,
Exactly, pues.
Wait till we blaha. They not whisper and say, that's also wait till we blaha. They be smiling with your eye. No job, no respect. Don't jack on yourself. Take time with your life. Don't spend on yourself.
You don't get money, you don't get hot.
You will see all your enemy. Bring your enemy closer to you. They will see you shine. Wait till we blaha. They not be spending say.
Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight. Thanks to our team of panelists and analysts, Mr. Jerome Game, Abraham Kone, Delano Tamasa, our team of callers, distributors of the show, all of you that joined up with us. Thank you very much. To follow Gina Harto, FM 107 and the global stage.
When you sing it, they will talk about you.
We are the only ones that digs deeper. We're bringing the facts. Go and watch your dad. Exactly. Your mother get checked. Again, our sympathies go down to Jerry Akwe on the passing of his brother in Philadelphia, and also to Maki Kaye on the passing of his young brother as well, Jerry Kaye. Continue to take heart, be strong.
They not be spending say.
Jerry Akwe says this show was very short. 2 hours and 3 minutes. It's not short, my man. Jeanette Tully, Philip Morris, Aki Tapper, Lady Dumba, Miles S.P. Pelu, Henry Dubohill, Emil Black, Rita Kwa, I wrote Tiger Solo. Thanks to all of you for being there. Daniel G, Fred Nimla Dix, Kuda Williams, Darian A. Walker, Barbara D. Wilson, Wilton Theater, John Wampier, and our AV Corner says, my sympathy to all the families and lost their loved ones. Absolutely. Undercover journalists, White Tea, Black Heart. You can join us on the FM dial where the entertainment never stops. We're going to play you some classic Between the Sheets music for you tonight, beginning with Teddy Pendergrass, Love TKO.